Ryan, good game today, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Talk a little bit about, going to the glass and getting those rebounds with the layups to get the crowd into it.
I mean, I just wanted to be aggressive, just come out, give energy to the team. In the first half, we just didn't have too much energy. Second half, just needed to bring more energy, so just crash the glass, me and people crashing the glass and getting on the floor. And just that's what we had to do to come out with the win.
So you guys were down, 11, 12 points at one point, and I just looked up and you guys were up by 2. So how did you swing it around back to your favor?
I mean, we just put the press on them pretty hard, and we trapped them, made them turn the ball over, and we just got good layups. So that swung the game pretty quick for us in our favor. So we hit pretty good shots too.
How clutch is it to pass the ball around like that and just know that anyone can knock shots down?
Yeah, it just tells what type of team we have, unselfish guys that just go get rebounds and try and find open teammates. So just overall unselfishness and people knocking down shots.
Glenville State, we're 7-6 in the conference now. What do we have to do to stop teeter-tottering in the 500 mark and just get some wins going together?
I mean, just got to get over the hump. We got to flip the page after tonight and just focus on getting a win just one by one every game.
How did you guys come back from such a deficit in the second half? You guys were down by 11, 12 points. What did you do to get back in the game?
It was just being excited to play, I think. Everyone seemed down in the locker room. The first half, we were kind of just moping around, it seemed like. And when we got in there, coach was like, do you guys even want to be here? And I think we responded pretty well to it. And I knew me and Tyree were going to have to be the ones to come out there and just play energized, and everybody else would follow, so that's what we did.
I asked Ryan the same question. We're 7-6 now in the MEC. What do we have to do to string a couple wins together in the conference and try not to get back to 500?
We just got to play together and get it done. I mean, there's really no science behind it. It's just us. We have to do better.
How important is it to you guys to know that anyone can knock down a shot?
Huge. Just having confidence in all of your teammates, knowing that whoever's in the game can contribute is huge, because to get back to where we want to be record-wise, we need everybody. We need everybody contributing.
Talk a little bit about KT. He's been averaging 24 the past 5 games. What is he giving you guys a spark? But Tyree's been a little off lately.
That's huge. I mean, like you just said, we have so many tools on this team, and for him to pick up that slack, and Tyree will get back into it. Everyone goes through little stuff like this, but KT's been huge for us. Unbelievable.
Coach, good win tonight. Talk a little bit about in the first half, they only had 1 turnover. We shot 35% from the field. Was that more credit to their defense, or we just weren't hitting shots?
Normally it's a little bit of both. They did a really nice job keeping us out of the paint. They kept a lot of our looks were moving around, jump shots, but we really struggled getting the ball inside via pass, dribble, or post up when, as you saw, we really struggled.
So I gotta know, what did you say to the team at halftime to get them out of that funk? Because they were down by 12, 11 points at one point, and then I looked up in the second half and you guys were up by 2. So what did you say to get that swing going?
Well, I honestly didn't have any magic words, and I told them that we made a couple adjustments with X's and O's in our approach. We tried to, our plan was to press them in the first half. Did you guys think we pressed in the first half?
Nope.
No.
Every dead ball free throw we were supposed to press.
I heard you a lot of times yelling, get up, and they kept.
So it was. I mean, I said, if we want to win, it's pretty simple. That's the best approach. That's the best game plan. I may have raised my voice a little bit, but that's exactly what I said.
To add on to
it's all the players. I mean, they got it done. Our guys came on and got it done. I don't want to take any credit for that. That is all players.
To add on to that press you were talking about, is that something you, like you said, you wanted to do the whole game? You forced 8 turnovers in the second half. Almost every one of those turnovers were from that press.
For these guys, we felt as a staff, and obviously I felt that was the best way to attack them defensively. that changes game to game. You know, we don't play the same defense every game. We play some zone, we play some man, we press according to what works, what we feel works best against the other team.
Talk a little bit about Tyree struggling to shoot the ball a little bit last game and this game. Going into halftime, he was 3 of 24. Is that something he's going through funk-wise? And talk a little bit about KT picking up, his scoring load that Ty usually provides.
Tyree, it happens. He's a great player. It happens. I mean, you look at any player. It's really all I can say. We as a team, and I have full confidence in Tyree. That he's going to make the next play. He can miss 10 in a row, and I think he's making the 11th. KT, really picking up the slack. He's doing a really nice job. There's really nothing we're doing differently in terms of X's and O's to get him shots. There's maybe one or two things. It's not a ton different, though.
So you already said you got Glenville State on Saturday. Quick turnaround, only one day off, and then you play. So what are you kind of doing to get the guys mentally back on track?
Well, we'll do the same thing. We're this Thursday, Saturday approach. We've done this before, so we'll have our film, we'll have our practice. We won't do that much physical. It's a lot between the ears. And we'll be ready to play. It's Glenville State. This league is really good. They've beaten some schools in the GLIAC. They beat Walsh by 30, and they're a really good team. I mean, so the record is deceiving. They're a really good basketball team.